Hello, what's up guys, the boss here. Welcome to a brand new video here on my channel, and today we're gonna hop for the first time after the 2.1 update into the Thunderdome. But before we get into it, I just want to share with you some information about the first live stream, which is going to take place next week here on my channel. So I'm planning there to touch on the on sudden death for the first time in combination with the stream for help. So together I hope we're going to achieve a great score, and yeah, so I'll let you know in advance when this stream is going to take place. I'm not quite sure about the date so far, but like I said, I will let you guys know, and I'm sure it's going to be a blast. But for now, let's focus first of all on the Thunderdome, and let me show you my loadout, which I'm going to use in order to get a good score there. So I'm using the Void Ray, which proves itself to be very powerful inside of the new version of Survival Arena. So it does a hell lot of damage, and when it charges up, it just dominates every opponent which is coming in. So it's very useful. And then we're also going to use here the Flamethrower, which is a must-have inside of the new loadout. So it's very powerful, especially with the dot damage, and can deal in 15 seconds additional 3000 damage. So this is pretty useful, and in the end we're going to use the Ice Tower. I don't know why. I don't need it, but it appears to me that when I'm using it, different opponents are approaching. Maybe it's just my mind which is tricking me, but it is the way it is, so that's why I'm taking it just with me. I would not need it necessarily, but that's just how it is. So afterwards we're gonna take the Fury Skull with us. It's very powerful, of course, with a because it increases the attacking speed by 54%, which is also very useful inside of those 5 minutes where we need to kill opponents very fast. And in the end we're gonna use the Snowball and the Cannon Fire, and of course our level 16 hero. And a good score in Thunderdome so far is, I think, a score of 200, which would almost guarantee us the first place here. A guy has 209 kills, so we're trying to exceed the score, but let's see how that's gonna turn out, since the randomness in the arenas, of course, could prevent that we're getting here a good score, but we're gonna see that right now, I would say. So let's start off right away with the Void Ray, so that we can eliminate the approaching opponents already at the entrance here right away. And there we go, the match has started, and let's see what we are gonna get here. So a small wave is coming in, and of course you don't want to have those small waves, since they don't they give you just a small amount of kills in a certain amount of time. And one trick I can also give you here is that you have to look out for the boss waves. So my boss wave is coming after 20 rounds, which is perfect, since you all know it, boss waves just give you one kill, and they're not necessarily, you cannot deal with them very quickly, so they take away a lot of time. So you want to prevent that. You have boss waves coming in, even though they give you a little bit of gears, but that's not worth it in time-wise. So it's, again, everything is about optimizing your gameplay, and that's why we're gonna upgrade here right away the first Void Ray, so that we can deal with the first troops very fast. And the first minute is almost over, and we just made 30 kills so far. So like I said, everything is dependent on which waves are coming in, and hopefully, there we go, hopefully we're gonna get more of those waves where a lot of grunts are, for example, coming in, so that we can deal with everything a little bit quicker. And yeah, so far so good, I would say. We're gonna use just the ammunition just for fun, just to accelerate a little bit everything. And let's see what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna build here a small maze right in the entrance. You might have seen this loadout, this setup already in a previous video, where I also used it in the older version, some setup like this. So we're gonna place here our towers in a U-shape, or modify the maze that it is a U-shape, and therefore the Void Rays here, you can see they can actually charge up here, because the troops are for a long time in the range of the Void Rays. And this is really important, I think, because of course we need the Void Rays to charge up at some point, since troops are getting stronger and stronger. And so far so good. So we finished here partially our maze. Now it's about upgrading here the towers, and upgrading and placing maybe a ice tower. I don't know, like I said, somehow I have the feeling tower placements can influence the wave appearances. So when I had, for example, the crossbow, inside of this loadout somehow less troops were approaching, which was not ideal which is not ideal here for the Thunderdome, since we want to have most of the kills. So yeah, maybe that's, like I said, just my impression, but it appears for me that it works out quite well. And now we need more bigger waves, because we're still behind a little bit. 1 minute is half of the match is already gone, and we're just having 100 kills. So let's use here the the Furry Skull a little bit more often, so that we can accelerate everything a little bit more and upgrade here those towers. We need our hero again, and again the Pirate last wave. So I hope we're gonna get another grunt wave like you could see previously, because those are of course giving you most of the kills here in the end. And now let's see what we're gonna do next. And since we just have 1 minute left, we can use the Furry Skull a little bit more often. And there we go, next grunt wave is coming in, and now we can use our Furry Skull yeah, more often, because that helps us to deal with them a little bit more quicker. And we just have 1 minute left, so we can use up everything in order to claim a high place here in the end of the day. And I think we have time to place another Void Ray. Alright, and now let's see what we're gonna get next. Pirate Lasses again with 1 minute left, so now everything has to go a little bit quicker. But of course you can see everything is again dependent on the waves which are coming in, which is, yeah, sometimes kind of nasty, because you cannot really influence the outcome that much anymore. Yeah, I think still it gives a little bit more diversity to the game, which is also important, because no match is the same as it was before, so you always need to adapt to the waves which are coming in at some point. So let's use here the Snowball. Hopefully we're gonna be able to take those ones out. And yeah, so far so good, everything looks fine. We're just trying to extend the maze here a little bit, not necessarily upgrading those towers, but it's more about giving the upgraded towers more chances to kill them. And now we have 20 seconds left, so let's use our Fury Skull to the max, so that we use it completely. And with 9 seconds left, let's freeze here everything. Alright, this is going to be pretty close. We're not gonna reach a perfect score right here. This is kind of unfortunate, but at least you could see what the strategy I'm using. And of course everything is dependent again on the rounds which are coming in. And to end this video, I think we can also upgrade, open here this Halloween chest which I saved up right now, just to see what's in there. And I got this from getting on the 4th or 3rd place, I think, in the Halloween event. And these chests look pretty cool, but in this case, of course, I didn't get anything special. So, like I said before, I'm gonna have a live stream next week, and I'm looking forward to play with you guys. I'm very excited about it, because it feels more personal, I think, than just putting up a video and then talk about it in the comments. So in this one we can live talk, I think that's the word, with each other, and that's gonna be quite interesting, because I cannot prepare for any of your questions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because that was it basically. And see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace out.